So today is a very sad day because it's the fifth and final part of this data science series that I've been filming here since I started at RocketMill. If you've watched each and every one of them so far, then congratulations! And if not, then you really need to ask yourself, why not? To bring this journey full circle, I want to talk about something that's really important to us here at RocketMill, and that's media measurement. So all of our clients spend thousands of pounds per week on individual media campaigns. And it's therefore no surprise that they come to us and say, what is that money doing for me? What's the return on my investment? How effective are my media channels? How are they working together to drive conversion? And can I split my spend out more efficiently? A couple of techniques we use to measure this are attribution and econometrics. So I'll start with attribution first. Attribution is a bottom-up technique. Now what does that mean? Imagine you're sitting in front of a table and the table is bare, and you bring each and every one of your media conversions up to that table one by one and say which channel drove this conversion or which channels drove this conversion. And so you put them into different piles based on each individual channel. At the end of that process, you can then add up the number that's in each individual pile to give you a view of the overall market. Econometrics, sometimes referred to as media or marketing mix modelling, almost works the other way. So it's a top-down technique. So this time, imagine that you're sitting at a table and you've got a massive pile of conversions on that table. You want to split that pile up into different groups proportional to the amount that each channel has driven conversions. This means that you can look at all channels together. When you're looking at attribution, you might often hear the word digital put in front of it, digital attribution, and that's because predominantly it looks at measuring online media channels. There are methods for offline attribution, but trust me, that is an entire extra series of RocketMill moments, which I'm sure we'll film another day. Going back to econometrics again, and we said we could look at all channels, both online and offline here, there's also one additional element that we can look at, and that's non-media factors. So we recognise that not always is it media that's contributing towards conversion. Sometimes market conditions, or even particularly Brexit at the moment, or seasonality can have an impact on how we're converting or how well our campaigns are performing. Now, as you probably imagined, neither of these techniques come without their complexities. Attribution, because you're looking at each individual conversion, requires you to have data on each individual conversion. Because they only analyse one conversion at a time and one conversion alone, they're often quite short-termist in their view of the world. Whereas econometrics, because you're looking at all channels together, you're looking at combined performance and you're looking at efficiencies, they give you a much longer-term view. And that's partially down to the fact that these models are built over a longer period, say 2 to 3 years, rather than an attribution model which might be built over a single campaign. Now, I've really only scratched the surface of these techniques, and I haven't even shown you any pretty pictures or what us mathematicians refer to as graphs. And unfortunately I can't, because I now need to turn my attention to another passion of mine, which is trains. And yes, we're at the final station, the journey's come to an end. But what a journey it's been. We've scoped out databases, we've collected information, we've understood the information, we've segmented it, we've modelled it, and now we've looked at the view on the overall market. And if that sounds like a journey that you really be interested in, then I'd love to hear from you. So let's get in touch, let's talk, and let's see what RocketMill can do to improve your data-driven journey.